there's a company that I absolutely want to sign up as a client right now, and I was really, really aggressive, and I was like, this company just isn't doing right, and we know we can add value to their bottom line, I would just write them 5 blog posts.
Right.
And say, if we were running your blog, here's 5 blog posts, take them. Post them on your blog as yours. I don't give a shit. But if you want more, come back and here's our rate.
Right. Okay.
Or take one of their posters or take one of their campaigns and write them 500-600 words as to what they did right or what they did wrong. Because you're giving value up front and then you're asking for it later on. Remember we did the jab, 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 right hook, Gary Vaynerchuk book launch, right? That all comes down to the principle of giving before you ask for something. You give somebody a free party, you then ask them to pay to come to one of your parties. You give somebody some free blog posts, you then ask them if they want to buy some more.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you always put somebody in a position of debt. And that's one of the strategies that I've used, whether it be for music, whether it be for creative content agency. Even if I was to come up with a brand new idea tomorrow, the first thing I would think is the customers I'm aiming at, how can I put them all into debt? How can I give them all some value where they feel grateful for it, where they feel like I've given them before they've given me. The balance is always that I've given them something and they kind of feel like, oh, well, you know what? I at least owe this guy a little bit of attention for something that he's given me.
Yeah, and then obviously it's then your job to deliver on their expectations.
And you and your team should sit down and say, you should really sit down and say, what's our free strategy? What do we do for free for our community? Because we don't live in a world anymore where it's business to business like B2B or B2C like business to consumer. We live in a world where it's C2C, consumer to consumer. So the best thing that you can do is empower the people that follow you with the stuff that they need to go and find you other customers. Because there's nothing more effective. You know, forget the internet and forget print and forget a billboard. There's nothing more effective than word of mouth.
Yeah, true.
So how, the question is, somebody who follows you, if you want them to behave in a word of mouth way, what words are they going to say? That's your responsibility to make sure they're on message when they talk about you. So do they have your jumpers? Do they have your wristbands? Do they have your stickers? Do they have your mix CDs? Do they have regular content coming out of your Facebook page which they can just hit share on? You've got to give them something so that they can go and find you customers.